from 3 hours of weekly spreadsheet hell to knowing exactly my profitable channels in real time with zero work. So, my name is Liam. I've been a developer for about a decade now. I raised about $500,000 for my first startup. I've hired over 100 people. I actually do some of the crazy stuff you see online. Like I wake up at 4 to 4:30 every morning. I like working every day. In one of my past lives, I was one of the best rowers in the world, and I like to use that same sort of discipline to help people make more money, primarily with code. That's what I'm good at. So, I've worked with big names like Make a Wish, celebrities, this sort of stuff. So, today, I'm gonna give you free stuff. So I created well, in essence, right? Like multi-channel sellers waste a ton of hours, like reconciling like which revenue actually makes money, like where am I most profitable, whether it's on Etsy, Shopify, Amazon, da 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 da. So you can basically just use this tool, whether you're starting your business or you want to leverage it, and you're already doing a couple million a year. So let's go to the Reddits and see what we can learn. This was in r/ecommerce I saw. So basically, let's just go through top to bottom. Tracking revenue by sales channels without spending hours in spreadsheets every week. Is this possible? Yes. Electrical loss 8305. 8035. It is possible. So for context, I sell on Amazon, Shopify, and Etsy, and tracking which channel is actually profitable is becoming a nightmare. All the money just goes into one bank account, and then I have to manually pull records for each platform and then match them up with bank deposits, and it takes me like 3 hours every week just to figure out basic numbers. The problem is each platform pays on different schedules and sometimes splits payments, so a single Shopify payout can cover 50 orders, which shows up as one deposit. Amazon does weekly payouts, but they deduct fees first, so the amount of money never matches what I expect. Etsy is even weirder because they hold some funds for cases and disputes. By the time I reconcile everything, I've lost half a day, and I'm still not totally sure if my Amazon business is subsidizing my Etsy losses or the other way around. This person is very articulate about their problem, which I like. Makes my life easier. So I tried using QuickBooks to categorize everything, but still have to manually assign each deposit to the right channel. If you mess it up once, your whole month is off. I also looked at A2X for Amazon, which helps with reconciliation, but it's another subscription, only works for one channel. I need 3 different tools to solve this properly, and it seems excessive. How are other people handling this? Is there a bank account solution, etc.? I feel like I'm doing more time on bookkeeping than actual business growth, which can't be sustainable. Okay, so I do, even just like touching on this comment real quick. A2X is worth it for Amazon. Honestly, the time you save is insane. It's like $20 a month for Shopify ads, so you might have to do it manually or use something like Zero. So what I created is not a like all-in solution here. Like the reality is they're dealing with one of the big hairy problems of selling across multiple channels in an e-commerce company, right? But what I did want to do is help create a visual representation or help you mitigate some of the difficulties. So you can start using this yourself. It's on demo.nova.code/sales channel profit tracker. And I put this together for you. Electrical loss. So you can download this template or upload your own data, super easy. But here I have some like sample data in here. Again, I wanted to use the example information. So we have Amazon, Shopify, and Etsy. You can see here a breakdown of the revenue, expenses, the net profit, the net fees, etc., and like what the margins are for each of these. I was very considerate with the sample data. I mean, 82% margin is pretty awesome. So, and then there's a couple of different like little templates I put together, right? So clearly this person makes the most money, or not the most money, but the best margins on Shopify. All right, so the way that you add transactions to this, again, so this is still manual, right? Not totally automated, but it's also probably because you need a bookkeeper. And the complexity comes in as they were talking through this, right? Of the way that like the payouts come different with Shopify, etc. But again, I just wanted to give you some support, the extent to which I can. And then of course, like if you wanted something super custom, like we could build that out internally for you. But here you would basically just add. So for each of these, right, you can add whether it's a revenue or an expense. From here, you can add a description, the amount, and then add the transaction. From here, you get to see a visual display. I find, especially if I'm a more creative person, visual displays are really powerful for understanding the amount of money I'm making or the amount of money I'm losing, right? So here you can see in this example, this person makes the most money on Etsy. You can see what the margins look like for each of these. And then you could basically look at the monthly profits over time. Here's a transcription log of just like a bunch of sample data I put together, but you can see kind of the costs associated with this or the product sales and this type of thing. From here, I put together a performance fee calculator. So you can see kind of like what the costs are. So let's say you have 15% referral fee on Amazon, an FBA fee, or like storage, etc. Right? And you can look at the different costs there. Finally, if you're not using like ATX or something, you can actually compare the bank deposits and like the expected payouts versus you want to be able to find the discrepancies, right? So you can see kind of what the Amazon deposit was, the Shopify deposit, etc. And all of these will update for you, right? Like if I put in 50 here, if I put 500, right? You can see the difference. Finally, you can see kind of like the profitability or the amount of money you can expect to make based on the information that you put in. So with this business, the person is thriving, they are making money, and they have yeah, that's how this would rock and roll. So you can see here, right, as a week unfolds and you're using this in real time, these are potential items, etc. And you can see kind of like a weekly report for yourself. Finally, you can download this using like a CSV file or a JSON, whichever, if you're a little more technical. Just make your life easier. So this page is free for anyone to use, right? You can basically put in your own data here. And this might be valuable, say, if you're looking for investment or something and you want almost like a quick presentation for what the business like economics look like right now, you can use this page totally for free. So to finish this off, if you are doing $5,000 or pardon me, $25,000 or more on a monthly basis in top line revenue, I'm happy to actually give you a bunch of free, like even more free stuff and like custom development. Me and my team will help you out, and then I'll give you between like $3,000 and $5,000 of free stuff. So feel free, you can look in the description and check out that information. You can check this out and start using it totally for free today. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. See ya. Bye.